Hello, in this video I'd just like to go through the steps to factory reset a U-CreateWeb controller. So the first stage is obviously to log onto the web server of the controller, so let me just show you that. So we connect to the IP address of the controller, so obviously make sure your controller is on the same Ethernet network IP range as your PC. Sign in. If you've not changed it, the default login is admin in lowercase and then detmold, capital D E T M O L D, and login. Okay, so if we go settings, factory reset. So I have previously backed up this project. You can see a previous video called WebController backup, manual backup. So the first thing I forgot to do, you need to put the controller into stop. Okay, stop now. Back to settings, factory reset, and read the warning. Do you really want to perform a factory reset? The current PLC application will be removed, the device will be restarted, and the IP address will be reset to default as well. So be aware of that. So you should make a note of your IP addresses as well. Okay, so factory reset, and it's disconnected. It's going to do a reset, and that is not the default IP address that I'm using, so I now need to reconnect using the default IP. Okay, so I'm using port X1, the top port of the U-CreateWeb controller, so it is IP address 192.168.0.101. So obviously you need to change the IP address of your PC to be in that same network range. When you do log in, sometimes you might see this issue. It says your connection is not private, so you go advanced, and it's because you don't have a certificate installed. So the simple way around it, as strange as it may be, is to just click into the screen and just type "this is unsafe" without any spaces. So this is unsafe, hit return, and that will take you in. So ideally you really want to apply a certificate, and that way you will get around that problem. But what we've done now, we've just done the factory reset, so you come back to the default state when you purchase a new controller. So you get the end user license agreement, which you should have a check through, or hopefully you have previously. So have a look at that, tick it and accept, and set up a username and a password. So I'm going to just keep it simple and just keep it as admin detmold, but this is where you have the opportunity to define your own password and username. Okay, so we then have to sign in. So admin detmold, in my case, capital D E T M O L D. And let's have a look what we have. As you can see, the program is empty, so if I click in here, no real-time application deployed. Okay, go to devices, and it recognizes the hardware, global variables, nothing there, and visualization, nothing there. Okay, it's totally empty. So this is where we can restore the project by going into edit mode. If you need to retrieve an existing project, you would go to edit, continue editing. If you're already in edit previously, hit that little 3 dots, open project file, and whatever your backup.ucp file is, retrieve that, go to program. There's the program recovered, including all the function blocks that were used in the project, as you would expect. Your global variables are there, and they're even mapped to where they belong, so that's good. And the visualization is also there, so that's retrieved that perfectly fine. We can shut that tab. Sorry, we need to go to deploy, because we've done an edit. We've edited and recovered the backup, so we now need to deploy it to take it out of edit mode, and then we can look at the node red side. Just takes a minute. Okay, application has been deployed. Now start the application. Okay, that's all fine, so I can close down that tab, close down the visualization edit tab, and we're in the home page again. So if I now go to node red, as you can see, node flows in here, and as I said previously, when you back up your project and you do a factory reset, it will delete all nodes that you've manually installed, so be aware of that. So go to the burger icon, go import, select a file to import, your JSON file, you can just say import to current flow, import it, and there you go. So what it's saying is, I need to import these Modbus nodes and this ping node. So it might be worth taking a screenshot of those, and then what I would need to do is go into the burger icon, go to manage palette, go to install, and search for the nodes that are missing and bring them into the project. I can delete that flow, that's the default empty flow, so I can double click delete. So just to help here, so I know that I'm trying to do Modbus TCP comms here, but I'm not sure what the node's called, I've forgotten. So I can go into the burger menu, go to manage palette, go to install and type in Modbus, and unfortunately there's lots to pick from. Let's try Modbus TCP. So there's a few here, so if I click on that icon, it opens up a web page, and then check the nodes, and there's one called Modbus TCP read and Modbus TCP write. So I think that's the right node. Okay, so I go back to here and I say install that node, and that'll take a minute. Just to say, you obviously need internet connection to the other port of the controller connected to the public internet, so that you can then access the node red portal and upload into your palette. But I'm pretty confident that's what I'd need. And then the ping one, manage palette, install ping, and I think it's that one, so I then just go install, and that will recover those. Okay, so that's how you'd recover your nodes, and then once the nodes are installed, they'll appear here in your palette. You can deploy it and it will all work fine. Okay, so that's that. So the one other thing I think I need to show you, if I shut these windows down, these tabs. So let's say for argument's sake I had a Modbus TCP server. So I previously saved the setup, so I go back into here, load from a file. There you go. And there's no errors, that's coming cleanly. So we've just recovered Modbus TCP servers, the Node-RED project, the PLC side, including your global variables and your visualization. So I think that covers it. Hopefully that's been helpful for you, and look forward to seeing you again another time. Thanks.